YouTube? It's your boy GloFadez, and today I'll be showing you guys how to do a high ball fade for beginners. First thing we're gonna do, we're gonna tie the hair up and we're gonna pump up our chair. Now I did pump the chair up a little too high in this video, so half of his head may be cut off, but I want you guys to bear with me as we will resume to the full head. Now we're gonna comb down the hair, make sure everything is in place. We're gonna start off with our ball line. Now I usually start my ball lines a little lower than usual, just in case if anything happens, customer want to change his mind, or just safety reasons, we can recover from that. So I'm gonna start my ball line, gonna turn to the opposite side of the head. Now I did start a little too low on this side, but that's okay. I'm gonna show you guys how to fix that, because over here we show the good, the bad, and the ugly. Now once we put our ball line in, I'm gonna show you guys how to remove all that excess hair below the ball line. And we're not gonna do that with these trimmers, just simply because I changed the blade on these trimmers. This blade is not built to remove bulk, so I'm gonna use my clippers. Now as you can see, I worked my way higher to connect both of the lines from the right side to the left side, and we made it connect. So all we have to do now at this point is clean up all that excess hair and just get our line as straight as we can. Now with your ball lines, you want to get them nice and straight, nice and crispy, as clean as you can, because if you start sloppy, 9 times out of 10 you're going to finish sloppy. Now next we're going to pull out our foil shaver. Now this foil shaver is for removing any type of small hairs that we can't get out with our trimmer or clipper. It's built to bald the hair, so we're gonna drag it all the way up to the ball line and remove all the stubble. Now let's get into this fade. Now this is the part I was saying where half of the head is cut off, but it's okay because we can still see what we're doing. So we're gonna go up about 1/2 inch. You want to flick your wrist out, creating that C motion. And yeah, you want to do this all the way around the head. Make sure you don't go up too high, because remember, this is a bald high fade and we don't want to go up too high. After you go 1/2 inch, while scooping out, we're gonna close our clipper all the way, and we're gonna use our corners to get out that ball line, get out that stubble. You don't want to use the whole blade because we want to keep some of that stubble to help blend the fade. Now, as you can see, we threw on our one guard. We are going against the grain. We are still using that scoop motion, and we are brushing as we go. I switched it up from the comb this video, just because my client has coarse hair. We finally caught the camera, like I said. So we're back. You want to scoop out, just lighten up this line that we put in. Now after we get everything we could get out of that one guard, we're gonna close our clipper all the way, and we're gonna continue to scoop out, but we're not gonna go as high as we did the first time. As you can see, I'm starting to open, and I'm closing my clipper as I need to. And if you don't know, closing the clipper cuts more hair off. and you want to do this with every guard. Now, I don't know if you guys can tell, but this is a 0 guard or a half guard. Now with Stylecraft, they kind of made the 1 guard and the 0 guard pretty much similar, same size. It's a tad bit smaller, but this is a 0 guard, and we are just simply flicking out, trying to lighten this line up before we go no guard and take it all the way out. As you can see right here, I just closed my clipper with that 0 guard on. Now we're still gonna flick out, try to get this line as light as possible. And as you can see, it's starting to fade a little bit. Now right here, we're doing our 1.5 guard. We're still scooping out, and we're gonna get a little higher than we did with that 1 guard. Debulk a little bit. Make sure you brush as you go so you can see your work. Now we have no guard. We're simply gonna use this to finish getting out that line, to get out any little dark spots we see. We're gonna use the corner of our clipper. We don't want to use the whole blade and create a whole nother line, so we're gonna use the corners and brush as we go. very, very lightly go over that fading line right there. Now, if you notice the line just won't come out, all you have to do is take it out with whatever you put it in with. So we have our trimmer, and we're just gonna use the corners and go over that fading line. Right here, we threw back on our one guard all the way closed, and we're just trying to get out any type of dark spots. Now for the hairline, I use hot lather, aka shaving cream, to lay the hair down, put it in place. Next, we're gonna come behind it with a hot towel. Now, what you guys didn't see, after this hot towel method, I did throw on that 0.5 guard or the 0 guard, and I did go over his hairline to knock some of that hair off. It gives it a more crispy look to me, and I did use some holding spray. As you can see, I'm pointing out his widow's peak, and I'm just examining the hairline as we start in the middle. We work our way to the left side. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I do start on the hairline a little bit lower than where it is. That's just simply because I don't want to push the client back, and because it's kind of hard to see. Now, you still want to brush as you go, working your way from left to right. You can move the client's head to whichever side or whichever way you need it to go. And yeah, right here we put out our headers. Now these are 0 gap, aka they're a little bit sharper than the gold trimmers that I just had. So how do we make a line crispy? We just keep going over it, but you don't want to apply too much pressure, or you will cut your client. Right here, we're gonna use our barber pencil on his vertical bars, just because we're gonna use our razor to make those vertical bars a little bit more sharp and crispy. As you can see, my client loves his haircut already, and we're just gonna go over the bottom of the hairline, get all that excess hair off his forehead, because he did have a widow's peak, so it's a lot of hair under his hairline.